Just a really quick video to show you how to program one of the little human robots. So the first thing I'm going to show you really quickly is how to move him around using the wheels. So the two motors that power the wheels are the B and C motors, and when I'm doing steering for the robot, for the wheels, I always use the picture that has the little steering wheel, because that's going to use both motors at once, and you can move either in a straight line, which it says here, or if you click, you can turn right or go in almost like a U-turn or a spin, or you can go the other way and go left, a little bit full left, turn in a U-turn and go in a spin. The second dial here is the speed, so 75, it goes all the way up to 100, that's like top speed in that direction, and negative would be going the other way. So if you can see this arrow, when I go negative, it's going backwards. So this would be doing things going backwards. You could turn left, right, or do U-turns going the other way. This one here is going to be for rotations. Now, when you're using the robots, what I would do for the wheels is always tell it to go for seconds. So you can count how long you want the robot to do things for. So now we've got here this third box is seconds. So I'm going to get the robot to do two things. I'm going to go get it to go forward for 1 second. Change this to 1. I'm going to get it to go forward sort of 50. I'm then going to get the robot to go backwards. So I'm going to change the speed to go negative, so it'll go backwards. I'll do that for 1 second, and then I'm going to get the robot to spin. So I'm going to, make sure that I've got seconds on for seconds, 1 second, and then here on for seconds, 1 second. Now for the spinning, I'm just going to go all the way around full like that, but probably not too fast. If you go too fast, sometimes the robot falls over. So this line here is going to go forwards, backwards, and then spin. That's for the base of the robot, the wheels. Now for the arms, you can actually move the arms together, and you can move them individually. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now I'm going to use these blocks here. These are individual motor blocks. Now when I write code, instead of just writing a long line of code along, I like to write it going down so I can scroll. So what I do is I grab this little bit here and drag a wire down to my next line, and then it sort of runs like a book. So I'm going to grab two single motors. You can see from the picture a single motor. Now the single motors for the arms are the motors D and A, and when you're moving the arms for the robot, use on for degrees. Now the robot's arms can move 180 degrees, so in a straight line all the way back and forwards. So I'm going to get each arm to actually move 180 degrees one at a time. So positive 180, that will actually move the arms back towards the back of the robot. And then I'm going to get both arms to come back together at the same time, so he's pointing up at the air. So to do that, I'm going to go degrees. Now can you see that I've picked up the steering block? Because I'm going to get both motors for the arms to run together. And I'm going to pick motors D and A because they're the arm motors. I'm going to get it to now go negative 90. Now negative 90 will bring the arms up 90 degrees but back towards the front of the robot. So these two blocks will spin the arms towards the back of the robot. This block will bring them both back up, so the arms should end up above the robot. So once you've got code that you're happy with, all you need to do is plug this into your robot and press play, and you can test it out. So we'll press play and I'll show you what this does with our robot. Just a quick note, if you're going to try that code yourself, I made one change after I ran my robot, which was to the last block. I just changed the speed so it was going a bit slower, because I found if I had the speed too fast, the arms sort of fell to the front. So I've just slowed it down and made it negative 80 degrees instead of negative 90 to keep them up in the air.